Hello, everyone. This is Poppy321S.
Ryan.
Hi, Matthew.
Adam. Phazonsagez, yeah.
And today we're bringing you a huge sort of thoughts video on the new Metal Gear games, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes and Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Now, answer me this. Is it definitely going to be two games? Because I heard
No
two
one
different
even.
things.
Okay, all that needs to be said on that topic is Kojima. Because it's. Does anyone know for facts?
You could
there's-
say it's going to be two games right up until the end, and then it's really just one. He likes to troll people.
like-
Yeah, and then he could put Raiden throughout the whole game instead.
Metal Gear Rising 2, Revengeance.
That's the last thing we need.
Oh man.
I remember off topic a little bit. I was watching because
Oh boy.
Sony just announced that they're gonna stop making PS2s. And has anyone here ever heard of Alpha Omega Sin?
Oh yeah. I watch him sometimes.
Yeah, he made a video on it, and he's like, a lot of the first games I've ever played were on here. Metal Gear Solid 2, and then I got to Ryan, so I was like,
Okay,
But-
that I know. He's not that stupid. Yeah, I don't think he's actually that stupid. I'm pretty sure that was just a joke because I feel that I do think Rising's a good game, but I believe the majority kind of hates Rising.
It's a
I
fun
like
game
Rising.
to play. Fun game to play, but the story was a bit
Exactly.
below standard.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not even done it yet, but I love the gameplay.
yeah.
Okay, guys, keep in mind though, this is about Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. Just saying.
Back to this topic at
like
hand.
2 minutes in, we go into a tangent into Metal Gear Rising.
You know what? I don't need your crap Phazonsagez.
I don't need your penis
up.
on my face. So.
Oh my god.
Where do you come up with this stuff?
My brain, Ryan, my brain.
Let's not freak out the new guest star, guys. Anyway,
I think we lost him.
I think
No,
he
I'm
left
still
his
here. I'm
computer.
just trying not to laugh.
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, that's right, because you got to be quiet, because your house is real. Yeah, because the people are sleeping. It's like 2:30 down there, isn't it?
3:05 now.
Whoa.
Jesus
That's how
Christ.
long Ryan took.
About 45 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, by the way, Ryan took forever.
Shut your mouth. This has
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
to do.
well,
What does that have to do with Ground Zeroes?
Anyway,
we have okay. How much have we talked about Ground Zeroes and
Zero.
Phantom Pain?
Zero.
0, like 0.2%, and that's it. Okay. Dave, just take it away, please.
anyway, how many like? I was really impressed with the Fox engine the first time I saw it.
Looks amazing,
Yes,
dude.
definitely. It's absolutely incredible. You know, they say it's gonna be. It definitely looks and seems powerful enough to run on next gen systems, which they say it's gonna do.
Which is why I don't think the PS4 should come out yet. Just my opinion. But
Yeah,
Is Ground Zero still gonna come out on PS3 though?
I hear it's gonna.
yeah, it's the first chronologically out of the two.
Yeah.
I know that because
That is if they're two separate games, because we still don't know for 100% sure.
well, because
Should hope so.
the way I'm hearing is they both make out Metal Gear Solid 5. Like they're two games.
Okay, yeah,
Rep-
but
They're
here's the
episodic releases. Though.
Exactly. Yeah.
oh
And Ground
God,
Zeroes
no.
Ground Zeroes takes place 9 years before Phantom Pain because in the
Yeah.
trailer you find out he's been in a coma for nine
Coma.
years. So it's like in between, before and after the coma, pretty much. As
What
I
were you gonna
understand
say? What were you gonna say, Litica?
I've completely forgot.
it.
You might not want that to happen too much. Just saying.
Um,
All right, so wait, do you mind if I talk about when? Do you want to talk about what we saw in the Ground Zeroes trailer, or after Snake, or I'm sorry, Big Boss or whatever woke up in the coma or what?
well,
Because
I really
yeah.
wanted to talk about the first Ground Zeroes trailer because
oh yeah,
they showed all that. Like, was that Chico in there? Like, they
That was
raised a lot of
Chico.
questions.
They
That was
mentioned
Chico.
they
they
mentioned him,
mentioned
didn't they?
us.
Him and Paz, yeah.
Yeah, they apparently Paz didn't die, which I'm not surprised to tell you the truth.
Spoiler alert.
Well, yeah, I
The
think we should.
trailer's out, Dave. The trailer
I
is
think we
out.
could say a general spoiler alert for the entire MGS series for the. I think.
If you
Someone
haven't played all the
claimed
Metal Gears yet, You probably don't want to watch this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you have to be diehard fans like us. We'll be here for like 5 hours talking about this damn game.
Shit.
No, I'm just kidding.
Started like 10 o'clock. At least Ryan. Imagine what it's like for Matt.
Yeah, you must be pretty tired.
Not really.
But anyway, you know, I look at this game and I'm like, oh my god, Kojima, I love you. And then they start playing that really weird song called "Here's to You,"
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Here's to you, Nicole and Bart,
All
or
right.
whatever.
All right. Cut it out.
which was
That-
also a
that-
song in MGS4.
Parts. Yeah, it was a different like version. You know,
Sounded a lot different.
I like the Ground Zeroes one. You know, speaking of which, I've noticed that apparently in later times where they were showing the Ground Zeroes trailer, they removed the new "Here's to You" song. I've seen versions of the trailer where the song starts to build up, then it cuts out saying like this was removed by like the copyright holder or whatever.
Really?
Like they
Really?
removed this. I assume because they just wanted to get rid of it for some reason. It sounded like a good song, but nope. Like in later versions, they just cut it out of the whole trailer completely. Like there's not even any background sound effects. All the sound is just dead.
That's
For
really
like-
That's a
weird.
shame.
Yeah, it actually kind of ruins the later version of the trailer.
That's
Yeah.
really lame. That's lame.
I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I have. It's really strange. I mean, I wish they'd explained to us a bit why they did that, but no.
Yeah. That is a shame.
Um, on the topic of like the music and everything, I think the ambient sound effects is what really makes the Fox engine.
Oh yeah, like you know how it was in Rain, and I guess what you're saying. You know, it was
Yeah, like and the
detailed.
footsteps. Yeah.
Oh
Exactly.
yes, definitely. It sounded, very very realistic.
Yeah, I really
Of
like
course, the
that.
new Fox engine can create a lot bigger areas. You know, the areas are getting bigger and bigger each game.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's gonna be.
Well,
World.
it looks. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff going on at least in the Phantom Pain trailer, like giant whale eating everybody.
Wait. Grounds. We're
We're
Am I
on
getting
ground
ahead of
zero.
myself?
Let's not get off. Let's not
We
get
can
off.
go
yet.
off topic as we want.
It's not
All
exactly.
right, whatever.
It's not exactly off topic. I am talking about the
Well,
game.
no, yeah, but well, we're like, I'm just saying we're kind of on like a good track here. Then, never
Alright,
mind.
whatever, man. If you just wanna block me like that.
Uh, it's hard to recover from that one.
Oh man.
Do you guys have anything else to say about the first trailer? I mean, it was 10 minutes of pretty much nothing, but
Oh,
it was
that
like,
one. I remember that one.
Okay. We've covered Chico and Well, let's talk about the mystery man that we see walking around for all this time around this
The
war
one-
zone.
Well, you know who
You
it's
know,
rumored to be? Well, Dave told me this
It's-
at least.
well, for the most part, well, who wants to say it? Like, it really matter.
apparently Vulcan, but
Apparently, because that would make it kind of looks like him in some sort of ways.
and
I
it
mean-
like it even raises more questions that in
How
the
the heck did it
in
die?
the Phantom Pain trailer you actually see Vulcan.
Exactly, and one of the Phantom Pains, I guess you can call
Wait, you
them,
do?
look suspiciously like Volk. Yeah,
It
like
looks exactly like
they're
Vulcan.
on the floor, and he's walking like Volgan with flames around him, and he walks really up close to them, and then
It just
he
changes
he
to another
gets
shot.
extinguished by
Do we know if
a
do we know if-
sprinkler.
do we know if Volgan's got any brothers?
Oh, I
You
don't
know,
know,
that
Vulcan
could
Jr.
that could be a possibility, actually. I don't know.
Volgan was a bit of a shocking person.
Yeah, in more ways than one. If you know what
Yeah.
I mean. First crotch grab.
Giggity,
Oh yeah, I remember that. Forgot
giggity,
about that part.
Vulcan
giggity.
was a pretty surprising character, but I don't think he's good enough to bring back. Like, he was just an evil guy, and at the end of MGS3, he's like, you find out he was getting screwed by everyone.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Dave, I honestly, God, I disagree with you a lot, Dave. Honestly, Volgan was just that much of a sadist and a dick. You know, I think it'd be awesome to bring him back. You know, because I
But
bet
that's-
if
but that-
anything,
Adam, But that's all he was. Like, he
well-
wasn't smart. He
well, you see-
he paid pretty much everything off with money. Everyone
Well, you
else
see-
used their brains.
Yeah, I
Here's
agree
the
with. I do
thing.
agree with Dave in this case.
here's
I
just one thing, though. there's this one plot. There's this one certain plot device they can use by bringing Vulcan back. By bringing Vulcan back, he has to have some severe, issues against Big Boss. So you never know what could possibly happen in terms of those two. That sounds
Well,
really wrong, but
You could do the same with any villain. Like I don't.
well,
yeah,
I know,
like
but
you
you
said,
see,
like in the PlayStation All Stars video, it could be Gene for all we know.
yeah,
Why would it
because
be
I
Gene?
have some
I'd be kind of
Gene.
angry if it was Gene. He's just like some one-time random villain.
Ryan,
Like,
Ryan, screw you.
don't even
Gene is
tell me you like Gene.
Gene is
I liked
awesome.
Gene.
Gene is one of the
He was a
greatest Metal Gear
one-time
villains.
villain though. He didn't need to be
Yeah,
anywhere else.
greatest villain. I didn't even remember who he was until you mentioned him right now. I don't know what you're talking about, Adam.
Pretty much in Portable
No,
Ops, it's
okay,
like you hear about him once that about his like psychokinesis, and then it's like towards the end of the game, it's like, oh, he's still there.
Pretty much. I
okay, Ryan,
no,
Ryan,
I didn't
Ryan,
remember
Ryan,
if Portable
Ryan.
Ops was a game until right now.
Jeez, okay, Ryan. If I said Johnny, would you remember who that person is?
Is that the guy who poops a lot?
Yeah.
You would. You see, like, okay, not even. It's the guy that poops a lot.
But he is
Yeah.
so memorable.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh god damn
Is
it.
that the guy who poops a lot?
Ryan.
Metal Gear Dump.
My favorite one will always be the MGS3 version. His voice actor is just hilarious.
I actually didn't see that version.
Oh yeah, he only shows up when you're in the prison.
Yeah, I just love his voice. It's hilarious.
Speaking of voices, what do you think about the news that David Hayter isn't
That
going
was
to be
actually
doing
that was a
Snake?
Yes,
that's a
that's
good
another thing.
transition. Good transition.
Yeah, like why?
Well,
Well, me and Dave were talking
here's
before.
what I think. D- David Hayter sounds nothing like whoever played him in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Exactly. That's why. That's
So,
the only legitimate reason they can
yeah,
give.
either because at some point in time his voice has to transition. So I
Yeah,
as he's getting older, this is as good a time as any. I don't know if
exactly.
would it be the same guy because
W-
that guy sounds a little too old, or would it
You
be
know,
the guy?
well, wait. If you're talking about the guy who's gonna voice in Ground Zeroes and the
Yeah, that's
Phantom
what I'm talking
Pain, and then the guy in MGS4, no, I hear it's a different
Yeah,
voice actor. The guy who voiced Big Boss in MGS4 was the same guy who voiced the Fury, apparently.
really.
And then yeah, and then
Here's the
apparently
thing. Here's the thing.
They don't
Like
sound anything alike, so they need at
I'm not
least
gonna.
transition.
For all we know, this could also just be David Hayter in on the whole trolling thing. But
I don't think it is though.
No,
well,
honestly,
that's
I
like
hear it's a
what-
I hear it's a top-notch voice actor. I hear
well,
that this guy's pretty popular. I hear the new guy.
listen.
Yeah.
Here's what would make me not believe that because we don't know because they actually showed off the Japanese voice actor
And it's
for
the same
Snake.
guy.
Is it?
Same
It's the
guy.
same guy who
What?
played him, which doesn't make any sense. Because it's confirmed David Hayter's definitely not playing him.
Yeah, he's even
You
said.
see, Metal
David
Gear is
Hayter even said it.
actually well, Metal Gear has always been a bit more. This is a strange thing to jump to, but like, it always seems that Metal Gear has been a bit more popular in the United States than it has been in Japan because
It comes out
they
here.
kind of are in the United States in
Yeah.
Metal Gear for the most part. So
So why would they take out David?
I guess they're trying to put a bit more detail for the Americans. I don't know that. I'm just speculating.
Well,
Or maybe it could be the whole 2 game deal.
like
David
how-
Hayter is in the first one,
Yeah.
and then while he's in the coma, something happens. Either his voice box gets damaged or something, and then they change the voice actor.
Maybe.
yeah,
but-
that would make sense.
That
Mhm.
would, but I don't think he's going to be in either of them.
Okay, there's one more thing I just need to say. Okay, you know what? You know all David Hayter said on the topic of not voicing for Ground Zeroes or Phantom Pain,
He just
or
says-
the newest Metal Gear project. You know all he said?
What?
He put something on Twitter saying, "Well, at least I had a good run." End quote.
Well, no,
That's it.
he did. I actually saw it. He elaborated more on it. He said it had nothing to do with him. He just said they didn't invite him back. Like he just. it was
Okay,
simple
good.
as
That
They just-
because if he willingly didn't choose not to go back, that'd be just a terrible mistake.
yeah, he said
really.
he loved doing it, and he kind of regrets that. He's sad
Right, then-
that they didn't invite him back, but
He
We
pretty
know
much
they-
became the character, honestly.
Pretty
We
much.
know they did it for a reason now, though. At least we know that they did
Exactly.
it for a reason.
exactly. He says
They're-
he understands, and it's not like he's unemployed. He's working on movies and stuff. I think.
Yeah, exactly. He's a pretty popular
Yeah.
person. But one more thing I just want to cover on this. Like, if you think about it, you know how David Hayter had this growl to Snake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that kind of like Dave was doing at the beginning of the video.
Metal
Um,
Better.
yeah, like
Gravelly
you see,
voice.
I love how when he's younger he has that growl, and then his newer voice actor, as he gets older, that growl goes away. If
Yeah.
you think about it chronologically, that's a bit weird. That wouldn't happen that way. If
Well,
you
like
think
I
about
said
it.
before, he's got the Benjamin Button of voices.
Well,
Pretty
I
much.
know, but like, you guys have to get what I'm saying here. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
do. But
weird.
one thing is, like, do you think it was intentional? Like, if they knew they were going to do Ground Zeroes or something like that before they did MGS4, do you think they would have picked someone who sounded so unlike Snake to play Big Boss?
Possibly, I don't know.
I feel like they might
To
have
be
screwed
perfectly honest,
themselves over without intending to.
they may just be trolling us. No, I'm serious too. Like Hideo Kojima, guys, he can do anything. He could just be pulling a David Hayter, or probably if they're just trying to screw us over. Hideo Kojima and David Hayter are just sitting in a room laughing right now,
Well,
and all of us.
I'd like to believe that, but
You like to believe that
no,
they're laughing.
I mean, I love David Hayter. Who doesn't? But
Exactly, he's
I
amazing.
see reasoning as to why.
Brian,
What?
haters, hate haters.
Oh
You
my
know,
god, I saw this one comment of this one guy saying, "Haters gonna hate." I'm sorry, that is hilarious. Like it's an awful pun, but you know.
You don't
but
have to
like,
explain the joke, dude.
yeah, exactly. You got it. But
No, you didn't.
what was I saying before you interrupted me?
You're like, oh, who doesn't love David Hayter? And
No,
it's
there's
like,
like I love,
sorry about
but
that.
I don't think they'd just be trolling us. I think they would have. I don't think they would be making this big deal out of it because there is a reasoning as to why he would have a different voice actor. I think.
Hmm.
Just
What do you
No,
think, Litica?
yeah, you should finally say so.
Oh no, I think he's dead.
No,
Not
honestly,
quite.
okay. For a second, I actually thought you left her. You just you
He's
just
got-
like
oh,
took your headset off and
no.
set it on something and then left.
It's like, who are these people? Hangs up.
I'm leaving. These guys suck. I'm not even gonna leave the call. I'm just gonna walk out of the room.
All right, let him talk, guys.
Now, I'm not so sure they are trolling. I mean, he could do it. He probably would do it, but he wouldn't do it about this.
No, I don't think so.
No, I completely agree.
Well, you know, guys, April Fools was recently.
Yeah, well, it was announced on March 27th, you dipshit.
Oh yeah. Well, in Japan, it might have been April 1st. Oh.
Shut your mouth.
You never know, Dave. You never know.
I doubt it, but it's a nice thought.
The way he said that was so funny.
It's a goddamn announced my birthday.
Okay, fuck. They don't, they don't do that. They don't do that kind of crap on my birthday, and I love
Sonic 06 was announced on my birthday.
What if I was to say? What if I were to say that Duke
Forever.
Yeah, Duke Nukem Forever was.
You have to say the same thing.
Oh well, thank you, Lyle.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh man.
yeah, I agree. I don't, you know, I think it's just gonna be like a change. I don't think it's a bad change. I just think it's a change we're gonna have to get used to.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what'd be
maybe the
funny?
guy will be awesome. You know.
You know what would be
Yeah.
funny? They did call Hater back to do a death scene outro. What they did on 3 with the Colonel.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
Hater actually calling out for Snake. It'd be hilarious.
Ah, that would be funny.
Snake, Snake.
Snake all for Snake.
But I mean,
Snakeception.
but the thing that's just confusing about all this is the fact that they didn't change the Japanese voice actor.
Yeah, I know that's really strange,
That's
but I honestly think that they did it for everyone, like for us, just because we're America, which is relevant. Again, speculating, just trying to make some sort of sense out
You
of
think
this.
like Kojima hates America, dude? Like you said it yourself. Like they sell better here, the MGS games.
They do, and they release it here
Probably
first.
because they're America in Metal for the most part they're Snake. I mean, for the most part, Solid Snake is for the most part, involved in the United
Not
States.
even for the
It
most part, always pretty much. 'Cause there's
just about. I
not a
mean,
single game, not a single Metal Gear game has anything to do with Japan ever.
Except for
exactly.
like when Kaz references them like 11 times in Peace Walker.
See, there's a lot of Japan culture in Metal Gear games, but there's no,
Yeah, like they reference the culture. It's like
they
oh,
do, they do.
like in
But the point
MGS3
is,
when Eva's talking about like seafood. Oh, what the hell is that shit called?
sushi.
Sushi. That's right.
Come
Yeah.
on, Dave.
What do you mean? What the hell is
Sushi.
that?
Come on, man.
Sushi.
Sushi.
Hey, I don't eat Japanese food.
Japanese.
Japanese.
But
They have it in America, Dave. They have it in
but yeah,
America.
they reference it a lot.
They do, but you see, they just that's how they do it. That's the little thing they try
Yeah,
to
that's
put
as
in
far
it
as it
to help
goes.
it
They
sell
don't
in Japan.
like nothing ever takes
Which is
place in Japan, and nothing has anything to do majorly with
exactly.
Japan.
That's what they have.
It's all
The
America.
culture, you know.
America.
But without a doubt, Metal Gear has to sell, if not in one of the best places. It has to sell, most, if not best, in. Well, that's kind of the same thing in America.
Yeah, but
you
you
know?
know what doesn't make sense? How I mean, Matt probably benefits from this, but like some movies that are made in America about America come out of like the United Kingdom before they come out here, which doesn't make any
A
sense.
few times.
Now, it actually happens a lot with like the Marvel movies. I remember the Avengers was out for like a month for you guys before it even came out here. That's what made me mad.
Matt, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, but you get games early.
I guess.
Yeah, you guys get them really late. Like you get them like a
Yeah,
month or two
yeah.
after.
Yeah.
Did they really? Is it that bad?
Yeah, and some of them
It
aren't. Don't even
sometimes
get
is.
released.
No, actually, I never even heard about this. I didn't know they got them so late.
It'll usually be a week or a week
But
and a half.
there should be like a list for, where games come out first and last for the
They do.
same for
Like,
the
look
most
at
Game
part.
Facts.
Wikipedia.
But
Like I know PlayStation All Stars came out here first, then
really,
then in Japan, and then in the
Jack,
UK, in the UK.
that's the new. Oh my God.
But it
Okay.
came to us first. Get it?
I remember the
Yes,
biggest
us.
game delay I've seen
Oh
so
my
far.
God. No, no.
All right, go
I
ahead.
can't-
Let it go.
Ugh, God.
Suikoden 3, it came out for you guys ages ago. Still isn't out over here yet.
Wow.
Wait, what game?
Suikoden 3, that was like way back before 2010.
Yeah, you guys also have like an RPG. Like a lot of RPGs don't get released over there because they don't have companies to localize them, which doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense because they'd be the same from the U.S. You know?
Which is a
Mhm.
big shame. There's a lot of RPGs. I mean, I've liked, what's it called? The Dot Hack games. They didn't come
Oh,
out
yeah.
over here.
No, they didn't.
The
That's Shin
GU
Megami
ones
Tensei.
didn't come out.
That's Shin Megami
MGS5.
Tensei, isn't it?
No, that Dot Hack is
MGS5.
something completely different.
Shut up, Phazonsagez.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Back to Metal Gear.
yeah, there were only a few voices shown. There was the guy in the bandages, and then there was Kaz. I think that's about it, and the doctor, obviously.
Wait, the guy in the bandages wasn't he played by Kiefer Sutherland?
I don't
Yeah.
know who that
All right.
is.
Well,
Yeah, that was him,
who's
right?
gonna
From 24. That's how I
Yeah.
noticed it. I was like, that sounds like Jack
Hmm.
Bauer.
People are saying that might be Frank Yeager, but that's
I hope it's not.
speculation.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I blew Ryan's
Well, wait,
mind
how
and
does that make any sense?
of Colonel
Isn't Frank
Volgan
It
being
wasn't-
Yeager,
in Ground Zeroes, and then I blew his mind here.
isn't
I'm
Frank
pretty
Yeager
sure it's not
already
Frank
a
Yeager.
cyborg?
Oh yeah, he is already.
By then he might be actually.
Yeah, because
I-
they already
isn't it-
established that in what's it called?
Portable ops.
Portal House, yeah.
Well, he's already. Yeah, maybe he's. I don't know.
Is he already?
I don't even know
Wait,
anymore.
is he already a cyborg?
Yeah.
Possible. I'm pretty. Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
I mean, he was already.
Well,
He was
besides
null. Portable ops.
Besides that, in
Actually-
Portable Ops, he's already like really like a ninja, pretty much. He's
Yeah,
not like he
pretty
doesn't have
much.
a cyborg or anything, but he's like a ninja.
Yeah, he is, and I doubt he'd downgrade to this guy
Have we
with
got
a
it?
really short. Uh, what do you call those? The hospital. I
Yeah.
won't say apron, but like
All right, go ahead,
Confab.
Litica. Adam's been interrupting you this whole time.
I'm sorry, man.
That's alright. I was just saying, I think the guy who was on the hospital bed with him was actually Master Miller.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah. When they're giving Big Boss CPR or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was him.
So the
Yeah.
other guy with the mask may have been the guy they were working on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because then there's like
Yeah, because it was from
Oz
first
looks
person.
over.
It was from first person, wasn't it? At that
Yeah, and
beginning.
then Kaz looks
Yeah.
over and he's like, "What about him?" I'm like, "Oh my God, he's looking at us."
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm guessing for part of it, maybe we might even play as the guys with the bandage. Then I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe a tutorial mission.
Um, what about
Unwrap the bandages. Press X.
Use the action button.
Instead of
Press
rations,
the
they're all like
circle button.
legit bandages.
Have we got a confirmed time frame for it yet?
No, they've said nothing.
Well, Ground Zeroes
I
was
mean-
supposed to come out sometime this year.
No, I mean, game-wise,
Oh,
timeline-wise.
No.
I'm like the really
Well,
late.
Peace Walker took place in 74.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long after that Ground Zeroes takes place.
I
Rockaway.
assume. Well, as soon as we find out how later Ground Zeroes takes place, we already know when Phantom Pain takes place.
Phantom Pain
'cause
takes place 9 years after that. So
exactly. So
let's
we
say
just
let's say Ground Zeroes was like a year. Just it's probably longer, but just a year after. That'd be 75. So Phantom Pain's at least 84, if not later.
Man, if there's anything Kojima knows how to do is find answers to the questions in previous trailers and then raise 10 more while he's at it.
Exactly.
yeah, exactly.
All the while messing with your mind.
Yeah, pretty much.
MGS2.
I now fear flaming whales.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm just thinking of something. When did Metal? All right. First of all, what timeline did Metal Gear One take place in? Do you know? Like what?
Year one?
1995. Wait,
Oh,
what are
it's
you
in the
talking? When it took
90s.
place?
No, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they took place in the 80s.
No, it was Wait.
I think the
Check.
first. I think they took place in the.
No, you're thinking of
timeline.
when they came out. You're thinking of when they
Do you
came
mean
out.
do you mean Metal
came
Gear
out.
or Metal Gear Solid?
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, just the
Metal
very first.
Gear.
No, Dave. I'm pretty sure you're thinking of when they came out. They came out in the 80s, I believe. Or then,
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't
wait,
play those
see,
games a lot.
I believe you see during Metal Gear 1, there's the
Somebody
event called
check.
the
I've got
Outer
a time
Heaven
frame. Got
Uprising.
thing here. Metal Gear
Alright.
1 was for 1987.
That's when it
Oh,
took
wow.
place, or when it
What?
came out.
I was right. Yeah,
I thought it was
bitch.
1995 because
Shut
that's when
your
the Outer
mouth.
Heaven Uprising was.
Man, I'm gonna
Wait, hold on,
find
hold
me a new man.
I know that's
Okay,
when it came
Dave,
out.
you saying
Shut
that
up,
was your.
Evan, shut up. I know that's when it came out, but is that when it takes place?
That's when it.
That's when it takes place.
Okay.
What? No.
Metal Gear takes place in 1987.
No,
I
I
knew it.
did not.
So,
Snake's Revenge Metal Gear 2 is 1990.
so can
Metal Gear
No.
Solid is 1998.
we be at all possible to assume that this takes place
Wait a
at
sec.
the
Wait,
same
wait,
time?
wait. Litica. Metal Gear Solid takes place in 2000
That's
something.
5.
Take
Yeah.
step 5, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, because, alright, there's this clip in Peace
Oh,
Walker.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on.
Come on. It's
Nice.
probably later.
Snake Eater starts 1964.
Yes.
Of course.
Multiple Ops is 1970. Peace Walker's 74. Ground Zero is also 74. And the
Hmm.
Phantom Pain is set for 83. So
So,
it's
yeah.
before Metal Gear 1,
So it's
Metal
definitely
Gear 2.
so it's definitely before Metal Gear. Okay. Because I was thinking, that, what if they took place at the same time?
Alright, Dave, you're right.
Ha, bitch! I'm gonna find me a new man.
Okay, Dave, I just wanted to say, your profile picture of you pointing, I'm sorry, that just looks really funny from my perspective. You saying all that.
No one
Black
can see
shit.
this. It's a
I know, they
YouTube
can't.
Video.
Okay,
Anyway.
maybe I'll.
Did anyone notice that like Kaz's voice sounded different in the trailer? I don't know. I think it just sounds gruffer, probably.
It might be a
Well,
new guy. I
It
don't know.
was just like one line. Maybe he's not in the game that much, and maybe that's why they didn't. They just felt like not bringing the
Well, you hear his voice again at the very end.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Diamond Dogs.
Fun fact:
Our new home.
the same person who voices uh uh
Kaz.
Miller might voice Travis Touchdown
Who's that?
Yeah, I knew that.
from No More Heroes. I just found that out not too long ago. I've never linked the two together. They sound remarkably similar to each other.
Yeah, they do.
Hmm.
Fuckhead.
It's funny just to hear that. You could just sync that with a cutscene of Miller talking, and it looked so out of place.
Right. But if there's one thing I actually really liked about the trailer is that like Kaz is like not involved at all in Peace Walker. He's just there for you to talk to, basically. If there's one thing I like, I like really like about the the trailer is that he's in there a lot more.
Yeah, he's there, in person instead of over a radio. Yeah.
It looks like at least in the Phantom Pain aspect of it, like stuff's going on that you got to react to, not just like going on missions like in Peace Walker. Because I think Ground Zeroes is supposed to be more like that too. Like I hear it's
Yeah.
about building a base just like Peace Walker.
That'd be fun because I will say that I kind of like that formula that they
Yeah, but
did.
I like how
That's fun.
Phantom Pain, if they're definitely two different games, it's gonna be something completely different. At least from
Yeah,
what we've seen.
variety.
Yeah.
When that base was blowing up, I'm like, oh fuck! I took so
Yeah.
much time to level that base up.
Yeah, exactly.
MSF. It's that's just a complete middle finger to everybody. It's like the next trailer after Peace Walker shows the base. It's like you spent such a long time just getting blown to bits.
It's worse than in Peace Walker itself when you actually get that cutscene between Kaz and Snake.
Yeah, yeah.
That pissed me off.
Oh, also I hope every cutscene is like the ones we've seen in the trailer and not those stupid comic book cutscenes we've seen in the past.
Oh no, I don't
Well,
think we have
no,
to
no
worry about
way,
that.
Yeah, they
because
better.
those were portable games. I
They
mean, they
better
had
not be.
limitations somewhere, so no.
I
They're
don't
gonna
think
be
there were any limitations for the PSP. I think it was just that they got
oh,
lazy and they did it like that.
there had to be limitation. I mean, Peace Walker is that pushed the limits of the PSP, but in order to make the gameplay as good as it was, they had to cut back on some, and you know,
You know they were
cutscenes.
Well,
getting.
cutscenes don't take that much. Like literally,
Well, I
what
understand
takes?
that's because they're the same thing every
No, no,
time.
no, no.
But
Listen, the comic book cutscenes probably take more space on the disc than say a cutscene would, because the cutscene's all in game. That last
wait,
cutscene that they showed probably took
two
less space than a normal cutscene.
Dave, basically you're saying that 2D imaging that isn't even full
Well,
motion
your list.
takes up more space than full 3D models moving and
Yeah,
It
I cut.
does.
It
No, no,
does.
no,
kind.
no, no. Listen, it doesn't. It does actually, because
No, I can see what you're
when you think,
saying, but
well,
you
it's
know,
because that engine is built around the game.
yeah, but there's still. I don't know.
You
The
guys have
comic book
lost me.
cutscenes are comic book cutscenes are compressed video files. What you're seeing in a cutscene is just a couple mouths moving, basically. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I see what you're getting at though, but we will never know because how the hell will we figure that out?
Well, I
Hack
don't
the
mind the
game.
comic book. What was that?
Hack the game. Have a look.
Probably the best idea. You heard it here,
Up, up,
here
down,
first,
down, up,
folks.
up, up, up.
And don't go using a hack so it doesn't work.
Do you guys know that
Wow.
Peace Walker was originally supposed to have Metal Gear Solid 5 as the title?
Yeah, I think it is
Yeah.
the title in Japan, actually.
Thank
Oh God,
God they
they're
didn't
gonna
put that. Cause
call it Phantom Pain MGS6 then.
gee, wow.
Oh boy.
Thank God they
Oh
didn't
boy.
call it that here, because it would just seem like such a disappointment. Peace
Peace
Walker's a great
Walker was
game.
already a disappointment for me.
Peace
Peace
Walker's a
Walker's
good
an
game. I love
amazing
Peace
game.
Walker, but
It's
like
great.
it's just such a
Amazing game.
the scale is so much lower in terms of story at least than all the other metal to the numbered
Well,
games.
everyone, a lot of, I've heard from, in fact, both, well, except Matt. I've heard from both of you that the story is kind of low, though. I think that the ending kind of makes up for it. To be perfectly honest, I mean,
I
I'm
don't.
actually, but and by the ending, I'm not saying the part where spoiler, like the part with ending with Zeke and everything. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the part where everyone's trying to stop Peace Walker. I thought that was enjoyable,
It was okay.
but I'm not
Well,
I'm
but
not saying the
then
story
it's
is lacking a
instantly
bit.
instantly ruined by like the fact that like, oh, the robot can feel.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, what? Like, I know pretty weird stuff happens in Metal Gear, but that's just like it happens for no explained reason.
Yeah, you're kind of, yeah,
The
yeah.
boss actually came back in that
I
robot.
like the part with they're trying to stop Peace Walker though. You
Oh,
can't
I
just,
liked
that
it.
was an
It was
awesome part.
cool, but it was an epic like boss battle. Nonetheless, really hard, but
Oh, I love the main theme repeating.
yeah, me too.
Like that's freaking epic.
Like climbing in the machine and pulling out the disk drives.
Yeah, same here.
So does anybody have any clue what this game's gonna be about?
Well,
Oh
from what
god.
we don't really know much about either of them. That other than I think we
Yeah.
know a little more about 5 than we do about Ground Zeroes.
Yeah.
Ground Zeroes was literally just a trailer of Snake
We know that there's a mystery character who may or may not be seeking revenge of some sort on
Yeah,
Snake.
there's this
Posse's
alternate
back in Chico. That's
Fox
it.
XOF
Oh yeah,
Zav.
Zov.
I think you just say XOF for that. I'm not even sure. I assume.
But we just know that he's there to rescue Paz and Chico,
Mm-hmm.
and that there's this mystery character, and basically he's
That's
created
all
this
we know.
new entity called Zav, and Snake returns to Fox, which
Mhm.
probably sets up the events as to why he was a bad guy.
Wait, yeah, I forgot they established
Exactly,
that he's
because he
back.
becomes the leader of Fox eventually, like
Well, no,
like Gene was,
because they
and then
established.
creates Outer Heaven.
Shut the fuck up. They established. They established in the Ground Zeroes trailer.
Jeez, Ryan.
Shut up! They established in the Ground Zeroes trailer that he's back on Fox, but then at the end of the Phantom Pain trailer, you see that he's on Diamond Dogs.
Which I don't understand.
So
I'm guessing that's part of Metal Gear 2 in some way, because I haven't played too many of those games.
Well, maybe at the end of Ground Zero, something happens which pushes him away from Fox, and then he makes Diamond Dogs.
Yeah, because he's assumed dead for all those years, and
but then
then
he's head of Foxhound in Metal Gear, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
hmm
So
what
I
the
don't know.
sense?
He has so many organizations, I can't keep track of them.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. Militaire All Frontier, I guess it's over right after the base blows up.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Oh, do you
Wait, what
think it's
trailer did
connected?
that happen in? Was that in the Phantom Pain trailer?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
it was in
yeah.
the new Metal Gear Solid 5 trailer.
Well, yeah, not
Not
the Phantom.
not the net. Yeah, you know.
What were you saying, Litica?
Do you think it's connected? You know, Diamond Dogs are a hound.
Oh, that makes sense, actually.
What if they combined?
Ooh.
That'd be pretty
Takes
bad.
the best, takes the
Thing I-
best from both of them and makes Foxhound with it.
I mean, one thing I've been
Just-
saying is like, in terms of the future, I really hope they make a game like either a remake Metal Gear, which I don't think they're going to, or do it from
Mhm.
Big Boss's perspective. Because at this
That'd be
point,
awesome.
can they even make any more Solid Snake games? They pretty much done this whole
Well,
story.
it's assumed that Snake's dead by the time that
Exactly.
that Revengeance happens.
So I'm
And
assuming they really can't do anything else with Solid Snake. So if they're gonna keep making Metal Gear games, it's gonna have to be about Big Boss, right?
Mhm.
probably.
So
Well, let's just hope they don't make Johnny the new Snake.
Oh God. And then.
Meryl,
God.
let's go.
Oh no 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 no
How
no
awful
no!
would
Get
that
that
be?
thought out of my head.
how
Oh.
awful would that be?
Ah. First thing
Metal
I do
Gear
would
Solid
be film.
6, a quick trip to the John.
It's Johnny.
Or even if they made a game about Liquid, I think would maybe even be okay.
You know that's actually
Like
Like
Liquid
what he was
before
doing before Metal
before
Gear Solid.
MGS1, yeah. But not Solid. Solid sucks.
what?
Even though he's the perfect mixture of both all
Pretty
the genes.
Yeah,
I
even
don't
though
like
he's
Solid.
awesome, he sucks according to Ryan.
I don't like him. Not a fan.
Why don't you like him, Ryan?
Well,
Well, you find out in MGS2 that he's really not a bad guy, and then, he really just wanted to do everything he was doing because he felt it was good for humanity.
Aldous is an awesome character. Just saying.
And then like you like start loving him as he's talking to Ryan, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, Jack, I killed your parents, you bastard!"
yeah, exactly.
Just to remind you that he's kind of supposed to be a bad guy.
I actually don't remember Metal Gear Solid 2 that much. I played it in like one weekend, and it's just kind of a blur.
It's not my favorite
Kind of
out of all of them. It's really just my least favorite out of the four, honestly.
It's kind of a good thing you kind of just dropped it, Ryan, because it spared you of many headaches.
Oh no, I've played through it. I played through the whole thing. But I played through
Well, I
it
mean,
all in
like-
like in a matter of like maybe 2 or 3 days, and it just kind of faded away.
Right.
Like I don't remember it.
I just got a birthday message on Skype, even though my birthday was like 4 days ago. Interesting.
Anyway, what else do we have to talk about out of this?
I have a lot to say about the new trailer that was put out.
Then let's
Oh yeah,
talk
there's
about
so much that you saw in that the new trailer.
Ocelot.
Yeah, Ocelot
Oh
Rocket
yeah.
Force.
Apparently something that looks like Ocelot apparently helps Big Boss escape from the Phantom Pains or whatever.
The
Well,
song that goes along with the trailer is really nice. Is like a really good song too. I love it.
garbage song.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. with the whole page. Sorry, the whole Patriots.
Don't kill
Don't
yourself
think-
trying to make a thoughts video.
The Patriot. Did the Patriots thing happen before this? But was that?
Wait, what?
Did you know how Big Boss and Zero set up the whole Patriot system as they established in Metal Gear Solid 4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was that before Peace Walker?
No, that's later. I
That's
think.
later. So
Yeah, it's much
what
later.
if this game has to do with that?
It would make
Hmm.
sense.
That would be good, plot filler, I guess.
And we also
Not
know, because I believe there's I didn't see it for myself, but I believe there's a audio clip between Kaz and I think Zero in Peace Walker that you can unlock.
Yeah,
That
the hidden
establishes
one.
that the what's it called? What's yeah, exactly. That
Yeah.
already happened. That
Based on phone
Solid
carry-
and Liquid already exist.
Exactly.
Well, they established that in
The sons are
MGS3.
born.
Well, no, well, yeah, exactly. They established it there too. So we know they're around. So what did they have? Do you think they're gonna have anything to do with this?
No, yeah, by Peace Walker they're already born. They could be there as kids in MGS5 because you think about it, they would be like 10.
Be like teenagers.
All of them would be like 10 years old. Yeah, they'd be like
Game of
teenagers.
Yeah.
If they were to be in MGS5, that could be a big plot point.
Although they
actually.
don't know each
Look at little Snake smoking his first cigarette.
hey, son, here's my cigar.
What if Big Boss is like unintentional, like because he didn't, because he in Metal Gear he knew Big Boss, but he didn't know he was his father.
Yeah.
So what if he comes into contact with Big Boss and like establishes their relationship?
I could see that.
I could see this going in a
Hi,
number.
Dad. Hey,
I don't
Dad, I'm your son
it's
you didn't
gonna
know
happen.
about.
I
Kill
don't-
you.
It might not happen at all, but that'd be cool. I think.
It would definitely pull some heartstrings.
Yeah.
Because you'd never be able to tell him.
Exactly.
Obviously, he would never know.
Exactly.
So, it makes you. It could go. Yeah, you're right. It could go like a 5 billion directions, and knowing Kojima, he'll cover all of them.
Or none of them at all, Or could it be something completely new that we have no idea about, and just add more crap to the table,
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
the day I pick up Ground Zeroes will be the day that I open up the PS3 case and there's 2 discs in there, and I'll scream.
What did that just happen?
HD DVD.
God, if it's 2 discs on the PS3, could you imagine how many discs it'll be on the 360?
4.
4.
4.
Like 6.
Yeah, like 9.
God, that'd be like, if you think about it, that'd be
You
like
just open it up,
$20.
it's not even a game, it's just a Blu-ray disc. What did it crack you out? It's a movie, guys. That's why
Well, wait.
good.
Oh, you meant Blu-ray disc guys in a movie.
I said
okay.
a movie. Like,
'Cause
it's
all the
Oh.
games are print on Blu-rays.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Anyway, things in the trailer that really stuck out to me. One of the biggest ones, I think this was the biggest one, is that Snake never once opens his mouth and tries to say something.
Exactly.
Every time he's always like looks like he's either panting for breath or he's got like a mental problem and he can't.
Well, do you think that's
that.
because of the story, or do you think that's just because they didn't want to reveal who the new voice actor is?
Well,
I think
he said
it was
one
the
thing.
second one.
He said what happened to the woman or whatever, which people at the beginning of the. Did you guys see the gameplay trailer? You know, the one where he's like crawling around for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he does say a few things
Talks in
there,
the
and
one. Yeah, he says kept
when he talks about a woman, they believe that might be Eva. So
By the
Or-
way, the second
Could be the
big
nurse.
thing. What was that?
It could be the nurse.
Probably it could be. The other really huge thing that stuck out to me is, did you hear at the end where that lady said V has come too?
Yeah.
I know where I was having a conversation to Ryan about this, but didn't it sound suspiciously like Sniper Wolf?
oh God, what? The...
Well, it makes sense though because
yeah, I know. I'm saying that because you blew my mind. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that because I'm pissed off. Because Sniper Wolf's a cool character.
She was badass. And
Oh,
she
no,
could-
Blue Lady.
Don't we also see who looks like Psycho Mantis?
Yeah. Psycho
Yeah.
Mantis was in the trailer too.
Yeah.
He's in it. He's also in the first Phantom Pain trailer.
Yeah, he is actually. He's in the background. If you look, you could see him floating. You could see like his feet floating.
It's
but-
obviously Psycho Mantis.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean when they're at the other end of the hallway and you saw this creepy little kid standing there, then all of a sudden he float. I will admit that was pretty immersive and creepy. I don't know about
See,
you guys, that was creepy.
that's why I thought it was weird. Like I was watching the Phantom Pain trailer the first time. Not once does Snake talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
and
have all
all
the
the voice
subtitles
actors.
too. It says like "Where am I?" or whatever, like all those subtitles that just come up.
Yeah, well, the thing is, all the voice actors are in English and everything. Um, but I thought at first it was like, oh, it's just immersion. They don't want to make Snake talk. It'll break that immersion.
Well,
You know?
well, that was a Phantom Pain though, and that was
Yeah.
before they even revealed it was Metal Gear Solid. So maybe that's part of the
yeah.
reason too, was just to try to.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, how could you not think it was based off of a Metal Gear game?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean
I mean, there's a handful
everybody
of
figured that
people
out.
I've talked to
Well, I
who
mean,
actually said they
the guy
don't.
looks like Snake. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I knew it was.
yeah,
The
same.
Very
famous
beginning, like
mullet.
this is a
Oh,
Metal Gear game.
and why does he have a hook for a hand? Because Big Boss didn't have a hook for a hand in.
Well, also at the end of the MGS5 trailer, he has the Robo arm, just like
It's a doorknob.
Zadornov.
Did he have that
Okay.
in MGS4?
Well,
Well,
that's the
see, here's
thing.
the thing.
In MGS4, he's wearing two gloves when.
Exactly. So you can't tell. And then also Metal Gear 1 and 2, it's it's like 8-bit. You know, you can't you're not gonna be able to tell if he's wearing, a specific detail in his hand. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that it was something that they took a look at the games chronologically before they added something like that, which I'm happy they did
It's
that.
not
Because if
just a
they
happy coincidence. They're like, oh look what we can do.
Yeah,
or
we can
there's
get. They knew they could get away with it.
yeah, they at least they took a look, so there won't be some sort of time paradox.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
it? Yeah,
But
at least they took a
They've got
look
room to
to it.
work.
with these
So
prequels, they can just do so much, man. Just it adds so much. Like, just bring characters back, establish where they came from. Like, they can just do so much.
See,
yeah, exactly.
I'm also thinking this is a good chance because they've already hinted towards Sniper Wolf now and Psycho Mantis. What, like, do you think they're gonna talk about the other villains in the series?
Oh, you know what?
What if we find out where
Ocelot,
Vamp
of
came
course.
from? You know,
Oh, I doubt it.
Vamp,
Actually,
everyone's favorite character.
Well, Vamp
that'd be
just
cool,
shows up
but
and you
Vamp's
just find out
really
Does anybody
that
else
all
hate
is.
Vamp? Does anybody
wow.
I think
else
that's
Ryan.
almost universal.
really,
Okay,
really
Ryan, you were
hate
kind of
Vamp?
hinting at that, and then you just come right out and say,
I
"Does
hate
everybody else
Vamp
hate Vamp? I
so
hate him.
so
I hate him.
much.
I hate him because he's gay like
Well, no, do you like? Shut up.
me."
I don't mind Vamp, but he's a really silly character.
He kind of is, but
Why is
I
that
think he's a cool
vampire?
character.
I don't like him.
Well, there's really no explanation to what happened to him. You just know at some point that Naomi took care of him with nanomachines.
You know,
Took care of him.
all right. Here's what's I love the villains in MGS1. I hate the villains in MGS2. I love the villains in
Wow.
MGS3, and the ones in MGS4 are just kind of there.
Well, you see, they never then in that one they never even established what connection the beauties,
Well,
the
they're
BMP
just
unit have
hired.
with Liquid.
Well, that's the point. They're hired guns under this
Well, yeah,
new war
you could
economy.
assume.
They're
You
just
could
there.
assume.
And
Yeah.
and then when the black guy, I forget what his name is, tries to give him like, and remember how
Wow.
after
Drebin.
Yeah,
every
Drebin 882 or
Black
something.
guy.
881. I don't know.
after every boss battle, he always like gives you this long history about them, and then I just you would zone out. I don't even know.
Well, that's
Mm.
that's the thing that kind of did bother me about them. It's like I hope the villains are going to become better in the future because
They're
MGS2 had pretty lackluster villains. I fucking love them in MGS3. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
yeah, they're pretty
One
cool
and three are
villains.
great.
But then in 4, it's like as soon as you're done fighting them, you don't care about them anymore.
Exactly.
You don't want to hear their story.
Yeah.
Well,
That's one
exactly.
thing about MGS1 and 3 that put those characters together so well.
That's exactly what I'm
because
saying.
you don't have to have like a 5-hour history on them.
Exactly.
They just introduce themselves and they explain themselves through the characters and cutscenes.
Like literally.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You see them
And
enough.
then Peace Walker comes along, right? And it's like, oh, we have just these robots you have to fight.
Now,
Yeah.
There's no personality behind them. You just know what they do.
I didn't really mind it for Peace Walker, just because Peace Walker I don't think it was trying to be that big of a game.
I agree. It's just better
Yeah.
villains help.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
And then even the main villain is like, oh, we're gonna switch it up on you. It turns out that it is the teacher the whole time. Oh yeah, his real name's Dornoff. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay, the guy kills himself. Oh, Peace Walker's out to
Peace
kill
Walker.
him.
Yeah.
That's the point. Just Peace Walker.
And I hated Zadornov. Zadornov's an asshole.
Yeah.
And he's not even a character
He's
you
annoying.
love to hate. He's just a bastard.
Yeah, exactly.
random fun fact, I guess. I think Steven, what's his name? Same guy who voiced Gene. I believe also voiced Satornov.
Wow.
I think so. Well, it's actually not that. It's not that
I've never
big of a
cared so
deal, but
little about anything in my life.
I was saying, like,
Matt, you still there?
I'm still it.
Okay.
Are you
God,
just
is he?
quiet because you can't think
He's
of anything to
drinking.
say, or is
He
it
is so
just...
drinking.
Because I can't be very loud.
Yeah, I understand. Sorry to keep you up this late. Anyway,
I ain't bothered.
okay, just making sure.
Ow. I mean, Ryan's its call, so.
What?
Yeah, of course we're all bothered. Anywho, um, but yeah, I think this is the perfect chance to introduce these villains and introduce some really cool new villains, because I think in some way, these villains of MGS1 are going to be working with Big Boss, and
Oh, wow.
for them to go up against these new villains would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's just me.
I think that'd be
Pretty
cool
freaking
too.
cool.
I just really hope they have some good villains in this one.
Same here. I think
They
like
probably will.
Well, if they're going on the track record where the odd number ones have good villains and the even number ones have bad ones, then we should be getting some good ones this time, right?
See, as much as like MGS4's villains were just kind of there were still pretty creative villains.
Well, I don't think they were that creative when you think about it. They were just like modeled off the
Well,
ones from the
yeah,
first one.
but I still think they were pretty good villains. I mean, they
I didn't
certainly
mind
weren't
them, but they
there.
just kind of came out of nowhere and then disappeared, and you forgot about them.
I mean, they're also
Yeah.
fun to fight. I mean,
Oh,
at
wait,
least I
wait,
found for them for the most part fun to
are you talking
fight.
about 4?
4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the
Eh,
most part. Like,
completely uninteresting to me.
What I think is they just didn't have enough screen time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
exactly. That's
exactly.
exactly what I'm
They
getting
came
at.
out of
yeah,
nowhere. You forget about them, and then they try to squeeze in this long history about them that you just don't care about.
yeah, yeah. They include like one cutscene
And
in,
like
in the beginning,
Followed by
and
a
then
code call that
they
just la- two.
established that this Beauty and the Beast squad are already just mindless freaks who have no idea what they're like,
yeah,
they're
exactly,
crazy and they can't even communicate with people anymore.
Yeah,
pretty
And
much.
it takes me really out of that, because it's like I know what Kojima's trying to do, but it didn't really work.
He was trying to put ladies in skin tight suits, pretty much.
basically.
Smart bad guys are better than dumb bad guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Um Gameplay wise though, remember when they were showing it off, it's like they're going for a completely realistic experience this time. Like Peace Walker started that trend, but this new game's really like it immerses you fully in it.
Well, at least of the new trailer, how much do we know of his gameplay? Because like I know the Fox Engine's supposed to look exactly like the cutscenes, but like we don't even
Well,
know if any of it was gameplay.
I know a lot of the rumors circulated that, in Ground Zeroes you're going to be able to explore this whole base. I don't think they said anything about going back to home base, but you're going to be able to like move around a helicopter and everything. There'd be online play involved, and you'd be able to travel across this big island,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
that's like the
the,
main draw.
the open world will improve a stealth experience incredibly. Like, I can't explain how much. If you just think about it, you don't have to have that.
See, I could see one of two things happening. One of them good, one of them bad. One of them being like a mixture of MGS3 and Peace Walker, most notably, where you have the survival system of MGS3, obviously, expanded a lot more, and the gameplay of Peace Walker, and you're gonna have to really go out of your way to find certain things in order to survive.
Well,
If they
that'd be
play their cards right, um,
Yeah,
they
I do
could
see what you mean.
it could be really good, but it could be really bad in the fact that like it gets annoying to do this, like go out of
Having
your
to
yeah. That'd
find
be cool.
items.
Adding the MGS3 gameplay again would be cool, but the thing is that worked with MGS3 because of the story.
Well, also,
I feel like
you
there's
have
no
to
need
remember
for
that
it.
at no point in MGS3, only if you get the boxes and go into cars, can you go back and revisit areas.
Exactly.
It's for
Yeah,
the most part the whole game is just a straight line, and that's what I'm afraid of. that does turn out to be true, because the gameplay could be expanded, it could be like huge, but they'd really have to play their cards right. If not, it could be a pain to go out of your way to do these things, and it could end up being more linear than anything if they try to make it so that it isn't a pain to do that. So they're really going to have to think it out.
Let's
They
hope
are.
then that they get a good balance.
Yeah.
It being fun and immersive without being invasive.
Yeah, exactly. You're absolutely right. And that's my big fear about it, is that MGS3 did the whole survival thing right, but like at the same time I never really found myself doing a lot of the things it told me to. Like if I hurt myself, yeah, I'll go out of my way to fix myself up, depending on the injury, of course. You
Yeah.
know? It's and I wish they brought that back in other games. I hate in MGS4 the stupid stress meter.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
Well, that
Like,
was also because he was
your
just old
the
and
higher your
stuff.
stress goes up, your stamina gauge goes down quicker, and oh,
And
it's
then
awful.
hey, look, you don't have to worry about changing your camo anymore. Well, I liked that about MGS3. Just make it faster without having it do it on its own, you know? Like there were so
Yeah,
many things I felt that could have been improved about MGS4, and that's why overall it's not my favorite of the series. A lot of people go to that one, but personally I think one's almost a better game than that because of it. It's just like one was designed around a more solid aspect. 4 was rushed out in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And it was only because the PS3 was doing so poorly.
I mean, I love 4, but yeah, there's a lot of things that are not right about it.
Yeah, it's just like even Peace Walker in a lot of ways, and I hate to say this, even had, a lot more solid balance between all of it.
really.
I don't know about that, but well, one thing that's bugged me about a lot of these games is just the hokey writing. Kojima doesn't know how to end a scene right. Like sometimes it works, but sometimes you have really good moments. Like my favorite example is in MGS4 at the very end when Ryan gets reunited with his son and Rose. There's this beautiful moment. There's the music plays, and the music ends. You think it's gonna cut to another scene, but it keeps going, and then he has this lame ass line where he
I
says,
know what you're
"I'm gonna try to
talking
be the
about.
best person I can be." Like, all right, it should have ended 5 minutes ago.
I think one of my biggest complaints about that one is that the death scenes.
Oh
Like,
my
Naomi's sitting
god.
there dying, and Otacron's just sitting there having a bitch fit.
Exactly.
Snake's like, come on, let's get out of here. And Brian's like, who are these idiots?
And then, yeah,
It's
exactly.
funny 'cause
The
it's
big
true.
boss scene too. Like that was a good scene, but it went on way too long.
Well,
I
he had a
actually
lot to
disagree.
explain.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
know,
He had a
but
freaking
oh
lot
my
to
god, they could have done it
explain.
a
It's
little
the
quicker.
finale.
I don't know.
It's
I
the
just feel like
ending. They need to
the writing
resolve.
could be hokey and the scenes could go on too long. Just in general.
Honestly, I love how MGS4 ends like right after Big Boss dies. I think it ended in kind of a terrible way, but that's what I kind of like about it. Like he
Yeah, but
dies. That's
but he
it.
died. It takes too long to die. Like, come on, die a little faster.
Wow. Would die. Come on. Just Big Boss just talking. Snake's just like, yeah, I could die a little
Yeah,
faster.
exactly.
Game's
Snake's just
on a
like,
budget.
It's like Snake's
Just
like,
die.
it's like they're in the death scene. He's like almost dead. He's like, Snake's just like, can you hurry yourself? I've been waiting like years for this.
what
I've
do you?
been in
All
this
right,
series for
Here,
too
take
long.
more of this cigar.
I'm reference.
Keep
All right, I'm making
take
reference
big
to a bad movie, but
cigar.
like, have you ever seen this third Shrek movie?
Yes.
It
No.
sucks, but like, you know the scene when the frog's dying
Yeah.
and he keeps like they keep thinking he's dead, but he keeps coming back to life. That's what it reminds me of.
Your
Like they think
third
he's
villain
he think
is
he's gonna
Shrek.
die, but he's not.
That is a terrible,
And
terrible
Yeah,
movie.
it's a bad movie, but that's what it reminds me of.
oh, what's
For
a
some reason, that reminds me of the very old Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
I never saw it.
You got this vampire thing while he gets stabbed, but then he's in a death scene for like 15 minutes.
Alright.
And even at the end, he's still doing it.
I think what Kojima tries to do during all that, though, is establish like, oh, maybe it'll lead them to think that they aren't gonna die if they're in here this long. But oh wait, they just die. It's like, well, I don't know. It doesn't really give me that impression, and I think that's what Kojima likes to think sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it could
so
just be that.
MGS5?
Could
Shut
just be
up.
that the pacing they like is a bit better.
What'd you
God,
say?
Brian.
Wait, what did you say?
He's like, I'm just
It could
fine.
just be a pacing thing.
Yeah.
Some people like sit a little more drawn out.
He has a
Yeah.
problem with pacing, though. I feel like he could.
He feels like it's dramatic, but it really just breaks the drama.
Exactly. Like, there's a point where I think the drama ends, and he just keeps going on too long. He doesn't realize it.
I think MGS3 does it the best out of all of them. Like it,
Yeah, I really.
the
Yeah, I
death
think
scenes are short, sweet, to the point, but they really do make you feel for the characters.
except
Freaking explode.
except the Fury explodes, and then he keeps dying some more.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
Well,
know
you
it
also have to remember
takes
that he
forever to
needed
die.
the Fury needed the screen time.
That's true. 'Cause he's the only one that came out. Because like you see all of them. I think you see the Fury in maybe one shot before, but like he's the only one that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
I personally like the death, the end. You
oh,
wait
the
Yeah.
long enough and he dies already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it when you like wait there for a month and then you come back and he dies on his own.
Yeah.
He just pokes his gun at him and he falls over.
You know, the very first time I actually ended up beating the end, like I played it a really long time ago, and I actually just couldn't beat him on my own, believe it or not. And so I'm just like, screw it. I went to my PS2 system settings and I put it like 30 years ahead,
30
and then
years.
it killed him. Yeah, something like that, and it just killed him. I'm like, yeah,
That's pretty funny.
up yours.
Um,
I think we should wrap this up soon.
I really want to talk more about like things. Why is everything on fire and what is happening?
It seems like
Yeah, I
fire is a
know.
big theme in this
Don't-
game.
Fury.
The phantom pain. I mean,
Yeah,
what's more
maybe
phantom than catching fire,
maybe
burning
the-
alive?
Exactly.
Maybe the Fury does actually come in this game. It makes sense.
Possibly. See, we need to
Well,
find
actually,
out
no,
what
it
these
doesn't make sense.
villains are, though.
But no, that doesn't make
That's
sense.
the
Never mind.
biggest
I
issue.
take that back. I take that back. That doesn't make sense because 3 is a prequel. 3 comes before this. What was I thinking?
Guys, the biggest issue, though,
Stupid shithead.
What was I thinking?
the biggest issue though is who are these villains? For the like that seems to be the biggest problem here. Like what who is this? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? You know, there even in Ground Zeroes, you know, that one guy with the burnt face, all these phantoms that we're seeing. Like who the hell is everybody?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, that's the biggest problem, and we need some
I gotta
Kojima has
find
some explaining.
until the
Do.
game comes out. I hope you realize that.
Wait,
Yeah, he's
what?
probably not
I'm
gonna
not gonna
say
find
anything.
out until the
Yeah,
game.
probably not. That's probably all he's gonna give us.
He's very secretive about these things.
Yeah.
But the one thing I just want to know is why is there a giant whale?
Okay, that's gonna be one hell of a boss fight. I'm sorry. If we end up fighting that thing, that is gonna be hilarious.
I don't even know I would be.
Boss number 5, flaming whale.
Flaming that's what they call it. Flaming whale.
Here's the big twist. He's the phantom pain. He's been behind it the whole time.
He's the final boss.
I don't want you to hit me.
That's the new Metal Gear.
Metal Gear flaming whale.
Metal Gear Flaming Whale.
Oh Jesus! It's like it's actually like a flamer whale. It's like, don't hit me, I'll break a nail.
What?
That's
Yeah.
mean.
That was tasteless, wasn't it?
Mean spear, dude.
It was very
No.
tasteless.
I just found that.
Sorry,
fucking
Adam, I offended you.
No, I just what? No, I'm just like.
No, but seriously though, I didn't mean that.
Yeah,
I mean, what?
it's all right. We forgive you. I don't know if the audience forgives you. They probably all left.
What's going on?
I was surprised if anyone's actually watching this.
Yeah. These
They probably left after like
20 minutes.
As soon as they heard Adam's voice, like, oh shit.
well, fuck you too, Dave.
Got off for like an hour now. Let's if you
So-
want, I'll tell to talk about it now.
All right, we'll each give our last final thoughts on it. My thoughts, I'm supremely excited for these games, especially since like there are even rumors going around that the game is coming to Wii U,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll buy it for the PC, Wii U, and PS3 if that's what it takes. Kojima just take my money, basically.
It gives us a
Um,
different experience.
The Fox engine is genius. I think it's just like, you know, Kojima, whenever he makes a game, he makes sure he breaks the boundaries while he's at it. You know, MGS1 looked great for its time. It was atmospheric. MGS4 just looks amazing. The PS2 could barely handle MGS3. And Peace Walker's, like, probably my biggest example is that it just looks so detailed on a PSP. So he always breaks the boundaries while he's at it. As for like the gameplay, that's what I'm kind of afraid of. It's like he hasn't showed anything besides those few minutes of him crawling around getting in a truck, and that's it. So I think if the gameplay's balanced, I will enjoy it. You know, that's really what I want by this point. You know, but my biggest fear is that it's gonna be limited by Xbox. You know, the
Oh yeah,
PC can do anything, the PS3 can do anything, even the Wii U can do anything. But the Xbox's like disk space isn't cutting
Is
it.
it definitely going to come out on Xbox?
Yes.
yeah. It said it was going to.
So overall, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what he has in store next. Kojima, you're a genius. I love you.
Yeah, I do have my. Can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do
No.
have my faith in Kojima because there are games in the series that I like more than others, but I honestly don't think there's a bad game in the series. If I'm going to be honest.
Acid.
All right,
Oh
that
my
doesn't
god!
count. That
Don't
doesn't
get me
count.
started.
That doesn't
Do
count.
not get me
That does not
started
count.
on acid.
Anyway, in the
Awful.
solid series, I don't think there's a bad game. That there are games that are clearly better than others.
The iPod Touch game.
Shut your mouth.
It's funny. I don't know what they thought.
So I think he knows what he's talking about. He's definitely trying to set up more stuff, bring back characters, introduce new characters, add new chronology, and I'm very excited as far as that goes. I am, like Dave said, concerned about the gameplay. I just don't know because there's been hit and misses with as far as that goes, and I just hope Ryan is not in the game at all.
Jesus.
There's
I'm
like a
sorry.
whole side story in the game where you actually get to play as his boy soldier self.
Oh.
Looks like it's time for Jack to litter rip.
Oh God,
Jack the
no!
Ripper.
You have
Oh,
an entire arc about how he learns to use his sword.
but
Like,
God,
no, you
solve
have to
this
you
like
have to fight the burning whale with Jack the Ripper, little
oh
kid.
God,
oh my god, you like
Oh
slice
man, that'd be so
bits.
funny.
It's time to make sushi.
and anyway,
That's
whoever.
Oh, ain't no free, Willy.
It's just that is just awful.
And whoever they get to play Snake, I hope he sounds good, and I hope he does a good job, and we don't want to kill ourselves listening to him and just thinking, "Where's David Hayter?"
Let's hope he does it justice.
I hope
Yeah.
it's not the same guy who did MGS4 though, because I feel like there should be a transition between the two. Maybe even sound a little bit like David Hayter.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm.
All right, Matt.
Oh, what can you say which hasn't already been said?
All right,
I'm
cool.
looking forward
Next,
to the game.
next.
Looking
Guest
forward to the
star
guest.
ever.
Best guest star who has to be quiet. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm going to keep a sharp eye on it. And when the day comes and it's finally released, I'm going to play the ever-living bollocks off it.
Well, you're gonna get it way later than we are.
I know that's not fair.
We're gonna spoil it all for you,
Buy it on Steam, mate. Friend.
Fred.
Yeah, but I don't think my PC will work.
What was that?
I don't think my PC will work it somehow.
Yeah, you do. You were saying you have to upgrade. All right, is that it from you?
That's pretty much it.
All right, go ahead, Adam.
Oh, okay. Okay, of course, like Dave, I'm very looking forward to Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. You know what Metal Gear fan isn't? Um, Honestly, though, I would appreciate if we were given a little extra information, though. I'm doubting it at this point. All we can do is, wait for the game to come out and a game or games, God knows what. And, we were making up theories here about, what could possibly be involved in the plot. I hope it's what we were saying about, the Suns being in it, and they have a lot to work with here, and I've of course, like always, Kojima will do something awesome with it. So yeah, looking forward to it.
All right. So yeah, I think we're all in agreement here. We're all gonna pick it up day one, and then beat it day one because we played it so much.
Or day 9.
First.
I will be living in my basement for a couple weeks at least.
Yeah, same here. Kind of like when Sly 4 came out.
Oh God.
But
Don't even
anyway,
get me
guys.
started.
Yeah, Ryan and I were really excited about that one. But anyway, guys, this has been Poppy321S. aka
Ryan. Oh, okay. Ryan, aka.
AKA Dave.
Ryan, aka Ryan.
Psst, Matt, that's your line.
I was
thought he was
about to say that.
I thought someone else was going to go first, but fine. I'm Matthew, also known as Littica Merrick.
Adam,
And
also known as
finally-
Phazonsagez.
This has
Yeah.
been such
We'll
a
see you next
fun.
time.
Yeah, this has been a cluster.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We hope you watched the whole thing. We will give you a cookie if you watch the whole thing.
50%
chip.
talked about
Chocolate chip or... we'll throw
Sugar.
something different in there. We'll put some with bacon on it.
That's gross.
Bacon cookie.
All right, we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
See ya.
All right.